All right, it's been a few weeks since I posted the Q&A request video, so I thought while I'm having a bit of a lazy day, I would set about making the answers video. So it's Sunday. I can't be bothered to do anything. I'm pretty tired, so what better time to get on with it? So I've got a few questions sent to me, more than I thought I would, and let's get to it. Right, so my first question I'll answer is from the Yorkshire amateur photographer who asks simply, what is your next project? Well, you might have noticed if you watch my channel regularly that I'm into steampunk stuff. The last few videos I've done, I believe, if I remember rightly, are all items based on steampunk. So, I was at a craft shop locally called The Works, and they sell various sized and shaped boxes, just plain boxes. They're produced for you to decorate up and what have you. So, I wanted to make like a memory box kind of thing, something you can keep your special trinkets in that you might have picked up here and there. So I picked up this one. It's currently got bits in it to go with it, but I'm not going to reveal it yet because I'm going to probably do this on the channel. But it's just a simple pine box, hinged and with a clasp on it. It's actually quite nice. It only cost, well, it says there, £5. It's a good size. So that is going to be my next project. I will tell you, I don't want to give too much away, but I will tell you it's going to be steampunk style. So that's that question answered, I suppose. My next question is from No Dark Things. Do you still do metal detecting? Quick answer, no. I still have my equipment. Right. The fact is, it's not that I don't like metal detecting. I'm actually quite a fan of history and I really like it. But for various reasons, I haven't done it for quite some time. I personally found it quite difficult to get permission from landowners to go on their land and do anything like that. So I generally ended up just more often than not metal detecting on the beach. And unlike most metal detecting videos, all I ever found was rubbish, bottle tops, drinks cans, beer cans, things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not so naive to think that every time I swung the metal detector I'd find pirate treasure or something stupid like that. Um, but it was despondent. It was disappointing more often than not, as you'll know. Not only that, when I actually started metal detecting, I I had a full time job, but I did it. I did my full time hours over, say, I think 3.5 days a week, which left quite a lot of time for me to pursue interests. I changed my job. I now work 5 days a week, and it cuts down a lot of the time to do things like metal detecting. Metal detecting is one of them things where you can't just do it for half an hour. You've got to give it plenty of time. So, having said that, it is something that not long before I posted my Q&A request video, I actually started thinking about, because my current girlfriend, she's interested in trying it, and the people I work for actually own a little bit of land, so I'm going to speak to them to see if they'll let me go on their land. And if they will, and if I happen to get round to doing it, I might film it, put it on here. I know it's not a making video, but I might film it all the same and put it on here and you can have a look. Right, so the next question is from my good mate Carl Pope. He asks, when are you getting back into your shed making? Right, this might end up being quite a long drawn out answer, really. First thing I'll explain, I suppose, is it's not that I ever intended to stop doing things in my shed. That shed is where this channel started. If you look way back to my first videos, I believe my first videos were me actually setting up or starting to set up the shed as a little workshop. And in summer, in winter, when the weather was horribly cold, I loved it. I absolutely loved tinkering in my shed. I spent a lot of time in there. But then, like, I suppose in line with the last question, my job changed. My free time was dramatically reduced. So that slowed down my ability to go in there and spend time. I think mainly one of the main reasons I haven't done anything in there for such a long time, it's basically frustration, Carl. That shed is 5 foot wide by I think 7 foot long, and even though I haven't shown it on video, I rearranged it so many times, reorganised it so many times, trying to make the space more efficient, more usable. And it seemed that no matter how I arranged it or how I set it out, doing things just became frustratingly awkward. As you know, mate, I've been lucky enough to have been sent quite a number of tools from Evolution, and all them tools need a home. And every time you put a tool in there, it reduces the amount of space you've got to actually do things. So I started trying to do things outside, but I haven't got a nice, flat, workable surface to do things on. So I think the main reason, although I didn't actually think, right, that's it, I've had enough, I'm not working in the shed no more, I just became so frustrated with a lack of working space that it kind of put me off a little bit. And I certainly can't afford to rent a place and use that as a workshop as much as I'd love to. So when am I going back? I don't know, mate. Really. I want to, but the frustration of being in a cramped space, I can't even take a long length of wood in there to work on or to cut up or whatever. So, I mean, I do have a project in mind that I'd like to do for my house. But again, it's coming into winter, the project I want to do, I can't really do outside because it would knacker the materials I want to do it out of. So really, when am I going to get back into my shed? Mate, honestly, I don't know. I can't answer. But I suppose the answer I've given you are the reasons why I've not been. Right, the last question I'm going to answer is from Fred. Nice guy is Fred. He asks, "Hi Steve, what made you stop doing making projects? I enjoyed them and always look forward to seeing more." Right, yeah, Fred. I suppose answering Carl's question has covered it a lot, where the shed projects are concerned. I haven't really stopped doing making projects. I'm still making things, but I guess they're not. I guess they're not the kind of making video you became used to. You know, they're not really woodwork videos or metalwork videos. They've been more model making or foam craft projects, and you know, my current one, my steampunk rocket pack. So I'm guessing you're referring to the oldest type of videos I was doing, where I was doing woodwork, metalwork in my shed, that kind of thing. I suppose, like I said like when I answered Carl's question, it's just the frustration of a lack of space in the shed that it really did infuriate me, Fred. You know what I mean? It was off-putting. I was forever disappointed because I couldn't work as well or as efficiently as I wanted to. And I know my videos aren't as frequent as they used to be. Back in the day, Fred, when, you know, I mean, you followed me and talked to me for a long time now. And I'm sure you're aware, as many people will be, including myself, that my videos aren't as regular or as frequent as they used to be. When I first started, I actually became a bit obsessed with doing YouTube videos and obsessed with viewer counts and subscriber counts. And honestly, mate, I'm over all of that. I would actually lose sleep over numbers. How many people have watched this video? I'd be checking every 10 minutes to see how many views I've had. Have I got any more subscribers and all that? And honestly now, mate, it ruled my life for a bit. And I finally got to a point where I thought, stuff it. And I don't care anymore. I really don't. I do these videos now because I want to. And if I feel like filming one week, I'll film one week. If I feel like making something one week, I will do. If I don't, I don't. And I know that's really unfair on people, specifically like yourself, who has followed me and supported me for a really long time, practically from the beginning. But I couldn't live my life like that anymore. So now I do it because I want to, if I want to, you know. But not only that, not too long ago I actually became a granddad for the first time. And these videos now, as much as anything else, are like a diary for my kids to look back on if they want to, or to show my grandson. when I'm long gone, or any potential subsequent grandchildren, you know? So they can know who I am a little bit more. Yeah, I suppose I never really stopped making videos, but I understand they're not the videos that you came for initially. Like I said to Carl, I never really wanted to stop going in my shed and doing woodwork or metal work. I just got frustrated. But that's not to say I won't do it in the future. So that about covers the questions I was asked, and thank you for asking, all of you. I knew I wouldn't get many questions, but that's okay. It's fine. It was something I wanted to have a go at, something I wanted to do, and thank you to those of you who did. I just want to, before I close this video off, I just want to mention again, Carl, anybody who watches this video who's interested in woodwork and the like, you really should visit Carl Pope Woodcraft. You will find him in my subscriptions, or if you look at the comment section in my last video, he is there. You'll find him easy enough. I remember when Carl started his channel, and we didn't even know each other personally then. We are local to each other, and over the years we've become pretty good mates, to be fair. We've helped each other out a little bit here and there, and he's a really good guy. But back to his channel, it's great. His channel is great, and I strongly recommend, if you haven't already, go visit his channel and subscribe. He works for himself now. His son Jacob's involved heavily, and they're a really good team. They produce great work and great videos. So even if you want a bit of work doing, look him up. I'm sure he'll do it for you if possible. Also, Fred. Yeah, Fred. You've followed me for a long time now. To the point I can barely remember, if at all, a time you didn't comment on a video or message me somehow. So I just want to say thank you, Fred. Your continued support and friendship online, it's second to none, mate. And well, back in the day I did hope that this channel would explode and be brilliant. It never was, and I don't really care anymore, mate. I do it just for fun, but all the same, you know, like I say, you've been there from pretty much the beginning. So thanks, mate. I do appreciate it. Right, so thank you everybody who answered or asked questions. I hope my answers have been clear enough. Hopefully the next video you'll watch will be more work on my steampunk jetpack. So thanks again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.